When I first came to Sri Lanka in 2020, you're one of the very first people who interviewed me.
Those were the tight pants.
Yes,
why.
I know, I know. I knew that, so that's why I got rid of those tight pants.
If the cinnamon hotels are full capacity in Colombo, which hotel would you recommend to a guest? Golf Face Hotel, Taj, Kingsbury?
Let the boss go first.
You. According to you, who is the greatest PR queen of all times when it comes to hospitality in Sri Lanka? Your options: Yasmin Khadr, Onita, Gigi, and Mahika.
Oh man.
Have you ever forgotten a VIP was checking in?
Yes.
Well done. Thanks for the secret.
Yeah. Oh God. I just want to go home today.
Welcome to Date with Danu, right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today's show is very special because where we are shooting right now, this place has been around for a long time and memories have been created, and cinnamon as a brand has become a significant part of all our lives. Something special or something has happened for us that brings us back to cinnamon always. Now, this particular brand is celebrating 20 great years and at the same time 50 years for London Grill. These places have been around for 50 years, but under the brand name Cinnamon, it has been 20 great years. To speak more about it, of course, we have two very prominent faces. We'll get into the show.
Hi, my name is Nazoomi Azhar. I'm presently the General Manager of Cinnamon Lakeside, Colombo.
I'm Kamal Munasinghe, the General Manager of Cinnamon Grand Colombo, and also the Area Vice President for Cinnamon Hotels in Colombo.
The experience I've had with Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts and John Keys has been remarkable. The welcome I received from day one. I entered the hotel, my colleagues, the heads of departments, and the support they have given me have taken Cinnamon Lakeside to a different height, and that in turn gave me the opportunity to move to Cinnamon Grand, where I'll be starting my new role as the General Manager here in September this year. So I'm looking forward to coming to Cinnamon Grand and using my experience working in abroad in England, and using that, and also at the same time learning from the industry experts in Sri Lanka, and also giving back to my colleagues and the hospitality and the tourism industry.
Some interesting things happening within the group Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts. I call it interesting. I don't know if everybody else find it interesting. I'll be moving on, taking over the Chief Operating Officer role for Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts. And we have a new GM coming to Cinnamon Grand, who is not a stranger to the town. He's been here for a while. He's our current General Manager at Cinnamon Lakeside, Nazoomi Azhar, will be taking over Cinnamon Grand from me.
Welcome to the show. I'm sure I don't need to give you introductions. You would have seen them around. I have Nazoomi, who is now looking after Cinnamon Lakeside. And we have Kamal, who you would have seen bouncing around Cinnamon Grand and many other properties. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Danu. Thanks for having us.
It's great to be here.
Anyway, welcome to the show. I'm so happy to have you guys here. We are not only going to be speaking about cinnamon because there's no fun in that. We have to speak about everything else that makes them who they are. Now, to start things off, did you all ever want to be in hospitality? Is it nice to be, dealing with fussy divas and clients who will always never be happy with the croissant that is not crispy enough and things like that? Do you all like that kind of pressure that you all go through every day?
Well, to start with, I came into hospitality by default, wasn't intending to. I left Sri Lanka 26 years ago, and like any child like any parent wanted, and my parents wanted me to be a lawyer or a doctor or an accountant. But then I had the opportunity of meeting someone who was quite influential in my life, and he gave me the opportunity to work within the hospitality industry. So, and that too, I met him while playing cricket for a club in Surrey. So the rest is history. So to answer your questions, no, that wasn't my intention. But from that day onwards, I've enjoyed every single moment, you know, because dealing with people from various life, various backgrounds, it's not easy, but also you learn, and it's also fun. You get to know people more, and I think that's what makes us great people, specifically moving into the hospitality industry, and we deal with different problems at a time. You know, we have our colleagues, customers, and at the same time managing the business and the operation. So I cannot complain at all. I've enjoyed every single moment of it.
Yeah, when it comes to me, there's no difference. I was also looking to be a hotelier, you know. As maybe people remember, in 89, 90, the country was a little bit not in a good shape. So my father said, find a country where you go and study, right? Okay. And then I didn't know what to do, so I spoke to my English master at the school. I was at Nalanda College, Mr. Sunil De Silva. He said, you look very, you're always very hospitable, you're a friendly person. I think you would fit into hospitality. Why didn't you go to Switzerland to study hospitality? So that's it. Here I am. He took me to the embassy, introduced me to a university in Switzerland. I ended up going to Switzerland in 1990.
Do you keep it, is he around still?
Unfortunately, no. To be honest, I have not been able to get in touch with him. I was in touch for a while. After that, I lost contact, and now I can't find him. I even checked at the school, I can't. But he supported me through this journey. Then I think hospitality is something that either you like it or you don't like it, right? You can't be halfway. You have to be passionate about being around people, doing things for people, making people happy, and then you become, you enjoy what you do. Otherwise, you can't do this. I think it's for any job, but especially hospitality, because you're working with people. It's 24/7 job. It's not just 9 to 5 shift and you go home and you turn off. You have to enjoy what you do, and then I really love this.
What was the first position in this industry?
For me, I started as a banquet waiter when I was studying at the university. So summer breaks, evening times, to make some extra pocket money, I used to go and wait in banquets. There's a hotel called Grand Palace in Lucerne in Switzerland. You should drive 45 minutes down the valley, go to Lucerne and go and do some banqueting in the evening and weekends, and made some pocket money. So that was my first job. Proper job per se, serving breakfast groups in Switzerland again during my summer break. So that's how I entered into the scene.
What was it for you?
Mine was night receptionist / night porter.
Night receptionist.
Night porter.
You get to see all the juicy things.
only qualification I had was I could speak English, and no idea.
Which hotel was this?
It was a hotel called Grange Langham Court. About 60 bedrooms, right next to the BBC Tower in London. I had to prepare breakfast for the BBC news crew
really?
at 4:30 in the morning, with their croissants and their apple and a banana and a juice.
That's it.
That's the juicy
basically.
So
that's it.
That was, and then yeah. So
I'm sure some ladies might have walked into a few rooms.
Yes.
Of
quite
course,
a few.
it's a part of the
It's
job.
part of the job.
I need to come to know more details about it, of course. Do stick around. We have our segment, something that I really like. It's called Hot Seat. Thank you to our friends at Crystal Luxury Wellness for joining us on Date with Danu. Great things are happening with this brand. As you know, they have really changed how we feel about cosmetology, walking into a clinic, getting yourself to feel good and to look better. You can now enjoy all of these amazing features with Crystal Luxury Wellness, from hair care to skin to acne relief and all this and more. But something that I'm really keen to speak about is the Elixir Clinic, which is world renowned, and only Crystal managed to bring it to Sri Lanka, which gives you amazing results when it comes to sports therapy, if you want to recover, if it's energy that you're looking out for, great skin, if you're looking out for weight loss, they have all this and more. Do visit the doctor and come to know more details on how you could improve your life. Elixir Clinic is definitely world class, and I'm so happy that's available in Sri Lanka. Thank you for joining us, Crystal. Right now, we have our segment. Now, half of it is here, no? Sorry, I forgot about it. Here we go. Here are the questions. Now, you all have to be honest, okay? These questions for the two of you. This might be the last day you all work.
Yes. Could be.
If the cinnamon hotels are full capacity in Colombo, which hotel would you recommend to a guest? Right? Your options are Golf Ace Hotel, Taj, Kingsbury.
Let the boss go first.
You.
You know, I used to work at Kingsbury, so I would say Kingsbury.
Kingsbury,
Yeah.
okay.
I had part of my, time I spent there.
Yeah. Okay.
What are the options again?
Golf Ace Hotel, Taj, and the Kingsbury.
I'll go for Golf Face Hotel.
Okay. A favorite GM? Sampath, Rohan Fernando Pulle, Rohan Kha, and Manish.
Rohan Fernando Pulle.
Manish.
Well, I haven't had the pleasure of working with none of them, but I've also had the pleasure of meeting them, and I'll also go with Sampath.
Sampath, okay. Yeah. According to you, who is the greatest PR queen of all times when it comes to hospitality in Sri Lanka? Your options: Yasmin Khadr, Onita, Gigi, and Mahika.
Oh man. I will go with Yasmin Khadr.
I have to go with Yasmin Khadr too.
This one is really following us soon after.
I have to follow.
So
I'll follow.
yeah, actually, Yasmin Khadr was known as Queen of PR. If you accidentally wake up with someone next to you in bed, it's an hypothetical question, and it's also accident. Who would you want to be? Your options are Pushpika De Silva, Ranjan Ramanayaka, Sanat Jayasuriya, Caroline Jury, Kumar Dharmasena.
I'll go with Kumar. He's my classmate.
Oh, Nandu?
Oh, Nandu is my classmate, yes.
Quiet. Oh,
I'll feel safe. I'll feel safe with him.
You can wake up with some oud.
Well, I'm going to take the safe option because I got to go back home this evening.
That is true, but this is a hypothetical question. Nobody is going to jump into bed with you, okay?
Exactly. So, because I know Sanat reasonably well from the time.
You'll have a jolly good time, darling.
Yeah,
Others you might have been safer, but
I think I'll be safer with him. Are you sure?
I don't know. So
How do you know?
I saw him yesterday as well at the lobby.
Yeah, so you say you're not safer with him?
But I'm just saying, you know. I don't want to even visualize that. It's a very dark setting. All right. Cinnamon Hotels work with a lot of personalities. Who holds the closest place in your heart? Your options: Imran Saibo, Stephanie Sidhuwardana, Anusha David, Caroline Jury, Danu Inasitambi.
Shall I go first?
You
Yes.
go first, yeah.
It has to be Danu.
Come on. Who else it could
Who
be?
else? Who else can it be?
I am the gift. Take me and also this. Good answer, I must say. You all know how to play to the audience. Well done, well done, well done. Let's get into a break. We'll see you right after. Thank you to our friends at Crystal Luxury Wellness for joining us on Date with Danu. Great things are happening with this brand. As you know, they have really changed how we feel about cosmetology, walking into a clinic, getting yourself to feel good and to look better. You can now enjoy all of these amazing features with Crystal Luxury Wellness, from hair care to skin to acne relief and all this and more. But something that I'm really keen to speak about is their Elixir Clinic, which is world renowned and only Crystal managed to bring it to Sri Lanka, which gives you amazing results when it comes to sports therapy, if you want to recover, if it's energy that you're looking out for, great skin, if you're looking out for weight loss, they have all this and more. Do visit the doctor and come to know more details on how you could improve your life. Elixir Clinic is definitely world class, and I'm so happy that's available in Sri Lanka. Welcome back to the show. We are in conversation with these two gentlemen about the brand Cinnamon. We have all been a part of it in some way. If not, we would have at least had a patty from one of these hotels. Now, you know, I'm always someone who's so proud to say promoting a Sri Lankan brand is always an amazing factor when it comes to these type of platforms we have. And Cinnamon is a hotel that has world-class standards and with true Sri Lankan hospitality. But there's something about Cinnamon Grand I've always told Kamal. It has this haunting power in always bringing you back here. Everyone tends to just love sitting at the coffee stop or just lounging here. It's like there could be so many hotels in Colombo, but everyone seems to have this immense love and the convenience of coming here. Not to put Lakeside down, but I'm just saying Lakeside is also very busy for a lot of things, but I'm just saying there's something about this. What do you think this magic is?
Yeah, I think, you know, Cinnamon, I mean, this building has been in existence for the last 50 years. I think the community has had lots of engagements with this building, with this brand. Previously, of course, it was Oberoi, but then Cinnamon took over, rebranded in 2005. You know, everyone has had something to do with this hotel. And this is a local brand. And I think it's the people that makes the difference as well, more than the buildings. Is, you know, you can have the best infrastructure, best looking hotel, best looking rooms, but if you don't have the right software, right people, I think, you know, nothing is of worth, you know. So it's all boils down to people. I think, you know, people make a great connection with the community, people who comes here, the warmth that you offer when you enter. I think it's any Cinnamon hotel, but Cinnamon Grand, because it has been there for so many years and the people have been with us for a long time. That's our greatest asset. I think that's the reason why people make great connections with Cinnamon Grand, and they have nostalgia. They have been here, they have been to either Supper Club or Trip Discotheque in 1975, or at London Grill they have had their celebrations. We had Chef Davenport last month, or in May, you were part of it as well. We had a couple who got married 50 years ago in London Grill, celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary at London Grill with Chef Davenport. So that's how close this property, this product, this hotel is to the community, and that's why I always call this is a community hotel. You know, we have to be the worst time in the hospitality industry, that is during COVID, right? We still had the support from the community. It's because they're so close to this hotel. You know, I think that's the whole thing about this hotel, and that I think that'll go on for years and years. There's some magic about
that.
This
is true.
hotel. Yeah.
There's something about this brand, and also yesterday was we're shooting this on a Tuesday. Monday evening I met up with like my first radio job. We were all like 17, 18, 16 when we started. We met up at Cheers because we used to always come and have coffee here long years ago, and it was full, and it was a Monday night, and it's strange. Either people don't have anything to do, or they just don't like to go home, one of the two. But it was amazing to see it, and we were talking about it, but it's remarkable. When you came to Sri Lanka, and you took over at a time when Sri Lanka was going through such a diabolical, what can I say, situation, and at the same time, you were closer to all the problems. It was not an easy space to be. How was it when you had to?
If I take back about 6 months before I came, and I was in discussion with Kamal, different property, and which wasn't the right fit for me within the group. Then this opportunity came. for me, it was always like I always wanted to come back. But if you look at a country, there's nothing can go any. It can't get any worse. It can't get any worse. And I thought this is the best time for me to come back and to put some of my experience I gained in England or in that part of the world to good use, and to be part of a team where a local brand, not an international brand per se, because I always wanted to come back and do that. I got inspired because one of my former GMs, Niroy Maso, who was also the general manager, he came straight from London to took over. He took Cinema Lakeside, and it was during the rebranding stages of moving it as from Transasia to Cinema Lake. So I was always inspired by that. And I've always kept in touch with Sri Lanka, always followed what goes on, and it was an easy decision with a young family, moving to an industry, to the industry, but a market which I was not accustomed to or not known. But obviously, after talking to Kamal and a few others, I thought it was the right time to come. I had the options of going to Dubai or stay in England, or travel between Scotland and England, which will be a nightmare. I'd rather come back home, because one day I would like to be buried here.
Yeah, we have a long way to go though.
Yeah.
Let's wait on that. But yeah, it's definitely a great experience to have expertise coming down. I think we teach hospitality to the world in terms of who we are,
Yes,
naturally in our DNA. So anyway, let's get into a segment. It's called Yes or No. Yes or no, people, you got to be honest, okay? Show the relevant side. It's not a fan. Have you ever received a strange or outrageous guest request? Now tell me.
Oh, no. I said yes. No.
But just tell me the experience.
There's something called
Privacy.
Privacy.
But this could have not been here.
Could have been anywhere, right?
Azhar, just tell me, will you? They will not know.
there's something called, when you go to a doctor.
Yeah, true. But
That's
this
a
is, I'm also a
privilege.
doctor.
Yeah.
That's
Just
a
tell
privilege.
me
So
what-
we have a customer supplier privilege.
What did they ask? Did they tell you to show your pee-pee?
No, you get all kinds of strange, requests. It depends where you are and what you do, but how you handle.
This is the juicy part I want to know. I don't want to be sitting and talking to you all about you all.
Yeah, no point, right? Yeah.
So,
you want to
The
go?
boss first. I'm not saying anything.
All right. But this is not good actually.
but tell me, I'm so excited. Okay.
I was working in room service, right? Long time ago. I was a young boy. And when you go do room service, you get all kinds of things lying around in rooms, and you get sometimes different requests, and but how you handle it, because you're doing a job,
correct,
right? You have to handle everything professionally, so you have to be professional about it. How you kind of even decline a request, there's a way to do that.
Were you asked to be the third piece?
I don't want to go that far, but
you were the third piece. You were requested.
I did not say that. I said you need to know how to decline, and then you do that. So yeah.
Or did a man ask you?
You're not going to reveal more than that. I said I will get to a certain point, and that's it.
So, I had a call once from one of my duty managers, said there's a maintenance issue in a room. I said okay, so call the maintenance manager or maintenance team. No, the guest wants you to come up and have a look. And I was like, okay. So I did a bit of check the system. Mr. and Mrs. or Miss was a miss. So I went into the room. I knocked the door, maintenance, housekeeping. Then I opened the door, and she was in the shower. She came out and said, some things which I cannot reveal today. I had no other choice. As I said, there are certain things you had to
She wanted you to soap her up.
decline. I'm not sure what she wanted me to do.
I need this
But-
part scrubbed.
but I walked away from it.
That's also maintenance.
This is getting too much done. I think that's about it. All
That's
these
about it.
questions.
I have now, it's all in my imagination. Okay. Do you believe emotional intelligence is more important than technical skills in hospitality leadership?
I think so too. I think so.
Show the board. Kamal, show the board.
Emotional intelligence is more important than the technical.
Is it more important or also important?
More important. ඔච්චර හිතන්න දෙයක් නැහැ one side.
Yeah, we say, okay, yes. Yeah.
Do you regularly read guest feedbacks? Have you ever had to pretend to be calm during a major behind the scene issue?
Always.
Always.
Do you have a secret favorite room in the hotel? No.
No.
Have you ever forgotten a VIP was checking in?
Yes.
Do you think consistency in service is more important than exceeding expectations?
I think both, but I would say exceeding
go like this.
expectation more. Yeah.
Middle?
Yeah.
Done. Super. All right. We'll get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Well done. Thanks for the secret.
Oh God.
I just want to go home today.
Let's talk about a brand that's more than just fashion, it's more than the vanity, it's all about a movement that has changed women's lives. They have done so much to contribute to society, they have made them entrepreneurs, leaders in their community, and now they give back to society and run their household with their heads held high. Now we are talking about Celine. It's not just a fashion brand. When it comes to period poverty, when it comes to creating a platform where domestic abuse will stop, all this and more has been done by this brilliant brand that comes from Sri Lanka for Sri Lankans and to the world. This fabric was done by a lady there who falls in love with Sri Lanka every single time. So when you do buy a piece of fabric from them or any type of ornaments that you'll keep in their house, remember you're changing their lives for good. So visit Celine today to make sure that it's a Sri Lankan product that you take to the world. Now, something I wanted to speak about is that there is this element, even in a hotel, it's not always a rosy day. There is going to be somebody doing something traumatic. It could be a night of exciting fun that would have ended up with somebody not breathing. It could be somebody running away with a different man. All these kind of juicy things do happen in a hotel. They just don't show it, and they never even let you see it. Now with these two people here, I thought I should know. Have you all had situations where there have been a runaway bride or a groom?
Runaway bride or the groom, not, but there are so many other situations that are maybe similar to that, but not per se runaway bride or runaway groom.
What do you all do with these situations? Act as if nothing is happening.
It depends on who you're talking to, right? Which party you're talking to. So you have to really balance the situation, and also not to reveal too much because again you need to safeguard the privacy of everyone who's staying in the hotels. But you be professional about it. You handle it. Make sure that the parties are happy with the resolution that we have provided. That's the most important thing, I think, and making sure that the parties are calmed down and not getting to any
boisterous
escalation and boisterous. Yeah.
Yes, for me also the same thing. We've come ample times during my career. So we got to deal with issues not a runaway bride, but we've had domestic issues and so forth, many a times, and I think the most important is how you deal with them calmly and take them apart and try and calm them down first, and then deal with it professionally. It's very important. There's not only safeguarding them, but also safeguarding our brand is important, and our staff. It could escalate to anything. It could be the hotel did this, or hotel, this is how they dealt with it. It could come back. So it's very important that we deal with the problem and also close that subject in a professional way, that it doesn't have like an aftershock.
True. Something I really wanted to speak about, I know that you were not around during this time, but were you here in 2019? You have taken over? You had
I just came back in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Sri Lanka went through a terrible time with the bomb, and one of the things that Cinnamon Grand also lost a few members from the team, and it was devastating to know, such a happy place on a happy day when everyone was together. But although we come and use this space for great things and celebrations and moments to remember, there's also this black cloud that's above us, knowing that there were people who were doing their job and doing something so simple when something so devastating took their lives. And I know for a fact that you all remember them every year, and I think all the hotels do their part in remembering these people, because on a major scale they have done something. They've gone doing what they love, and at the same time they've gone in a way that they have never had answers for. How was it? Because I think when you came in, it was very sensitive at that time. How did you have to deal with that?
I think when I came, because I came actually during the height of COVID, so
what a time.
We had that shock of 2019, the Easter issue, and then December we were just picking up. I was just planning to come back to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka was on the uprise, and immediately after December, in January, we got the news of COVID, and all countries went into a shutdown, right? So when I came, it was all about talking about COVID, shutdown. So we have not forgotten, but we had a lot of bigger things, other things to deal with, and so
everything
we were
just got piled up on
with
top.
that. But like you said, it's every year. It's not just every year. People who have worked here, they have worked here for many years. It's not just for Cinnamon Grand. I think even the other hotels. We remember them. We keep contact with their families. We make sure the families are okay. So that we are doing our part to make sure that we can take care of the best possible way of their families to ensure that there's continuity for their lives, and that's I think what we can do, and think about them, and then thank them for their services and keep them in our memories.
True. Something that Yasmin Carter told me long years ago when she was working on the transition from TransAsia to Cinnamon Lakeside, long years ago when I was working for her, for MTV when I met her. She told me, Danu, I hate people who waste food. I hate it, because there's always a buffet, and our hotel staff always gets to eat good food. They have their staffed meals. I always tell them, serve 100 times, but serve just the right amount. So there is something about food, but I really know for a fact that Cinnamon Hotels, they really do give back to society with a phenomenal project that they do, which you could also be a part of, which I will come back and speak when we do come back after that. How would you like to imagine your smile even before it's done upright? Because sometimes, the confidence is always held back because you just don't have the smile that can really win hearts. Well, if you feel so, here's a solution. There's something called the digital smile design that you get to see. Now, these are all futuristic things that have come to Sri Lanka with a line. Now, these guys have pioneered in something absolutely amazing. When you do go visit them with any type of problems you will have for $1 million smile, they'll be like, oh, let me just show you how it'll look when your teeth are all done up. And that's what they give you, a chance to experience prior to it even being taken off the ground. You can now visit them for your usual cleanups and cavity related issues. But what really tops the cake is the fact that you get a chance to reimagine your smile and correct it and make it look gorgeous. So thank you, Aline, for joining us on the show. All right, so our friends at Midnight Divas have always been a part of this show, and if you're thinking that, you know, these two gentlemen are just living a life of holiness, they're far from it. Both of them have hot vibes.
And living a holy life, yeah.
Huh? I didn't say that, okay? Please, holy could be taken in any way.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at him, he's like, I don't want to be here. All right, here we go. Here's your question, all right? What's the naughtiest thing you have ever caught on a hotel security camera? Please tell me something interesting. Don't tell me that there's nothing. Have you all ever seen more than 10 people entering one room?
That's sometimes very common, yeah. You can see that.
Ooh.
But
Can't say anything. You're not going to tell me, no?
No.
I can tell you.
I'm
No, it's not about. You can't say naughty,
No,
but
no.
I've this in one of the hotels I used to work.
Don't tell anything about here. You tell about other countries.
Yeah, one of the hotels I used to work. Not in Sri Lanka, outside Sri Lanka. There's this couple who comes and checks in, and it's one of our elite members. And all of a sudden, midnight, I get footage. It's not naughty, but the girl is running in the corridor with a
Pillow.
with a towel, but it's wide open, running for safety, I think. Whatever it is. So that's something that you see a lot of things in hotels.
We've seen a few times sleepwalking.
Yeah, sleepwalking.
Sleepwalking.
Mm.
Oh, really?
Come out of the thing. I've seen. When we come in the morning, we see it on the. When we get the briefing from our night manager. So sometimes you're like, oh, I need to have a look at this. So let me go to the CCTV camera, and you could see. I've definitely seen many blokes and many women walking on the corridors and up and down looking for their rooms because they come out of the room and they just walk
Back and forth.
back and forth. And well, they can't say it's a naughty thing, but I'm not sure how
Strange
how
things.
Strange
you
things.
see
to
strange
say.
things. Yeah.
Strange things.
You're not going to tell me more, no, it's pointless asking.
I'll tell you after.
What do you all do if you all hear too much of noise in one room?
We go and knock the door and say, try and ring them.
Who is to go knock at the door?
It'll be the manager on duty, the duty manager. Sometimes we got to do that. We got disturbed at the best hour.
So I think first we would give them a call.
Yeah.
And tell them, look, other guests are
Other guests are
Can you
complaining.
keep it down?
If they don't listen, then we
have to go and
knock the door.
we have to do a lot of times. Certain times we have to do things that we don't want to do, but because we are in an environment where different people are staying. Different people. Some people are very light sleepers. Right?
Yeah.
And the slightest noise or the slightest smell that you get of a smoke or whatever it is, they get disturbed. So we have to make sure all our guests
Everyone
are comfortable,
is happy.
right?
Yeah.
And so I think once you talk to them nicely and they understand that if they're a little bit high and on spirits, then you need to be a little firm and make sure that the message gets communicated. But we have not had.
We don't get any repercussions out of it, but I think it's the way we put across, when we have disturbance such.
I'm so happy I'm not in hospitality. I would have been like, what drama today? Who's doing who? I'm going to give this to the two of you, not for y'all. Means for y'all to use it individually.
All right.
Thank you.
They're all kinky stuff.
Midnight Divas. All right. That's for you.
That's for me, is it?
I'll do it here.
Let's take it into a break.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. Did some digging on social media to find a few pictures because they have literally like stopped posting anything. The minute they take over such big positions, they don't want any of their dirt to come out. So I only have like very normal pictures. But let's speak about it. He's definitely a mama's boy.
Absolutely.
This is your WhatsApp picture, I think,
Correct.
from the time I've known you.
Yeah.
Tell me about her.
Yeah, I mean, this, my mother passed away in 2006. This was taken 3 months before she passed away. I was living in Switzerland. I came for holidays. So this is a picture taken in our living room on our sofa, holding her. So yeah, that's the last picture I took with her together before she left. That's why I have it very close to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. Mums are special. Who is this? Carola Cal.
No.
Where was this?
This was at Askeria
I mean,
International
burnt
Stadium.
to crisp. Were you playing cricket from that age?
Yes, pretty much, but this was during our sports meet.
Which year was this?
You know, I must really blame Azam for this. He's the one who put this on Facebook. Is
Well,
it
I just-
Facebook? Wherever that is you took from.
Just have to ask.
This was in, I think I was 7 years old, 6 or 7 years old. 2000 and that's my wife.
Yeah. Better say that quickly. Better say it quickly.
Yep. This was taken at Cinnamon Live.
How many years have you all been together?
It's now 15 years. 15 years.
Quicker,
I-
quicker.
I met her at in England. You know, she's Sinhalese and I'm a Muslim, as you know.
Oh,
And it was
all are the definition of Sri Lanka.
absolutely. So
Exactly.
for me, it was there were times there people were not sure, and you know, the both some parts of the families. But I think the most important thing was I always tell them is I'm lucky because I get blessed by two sets of religions and
Who is your little one?
That's Nevan. That's him here. That's my brother's son.
How old is your son now?
So my son is now 12. He's going to be 13 this November. This boy already turned 13. So they're born
they're
on
both
the
the same
same year.
Okay.
Yeah. This is on our way to down south.
You have been playing cricket on a major level. You wanted to get into the team and all?
that wasn't my intention, but I played until about 18 years when I was 17.
You look like
18.
very Aravind De Silva here.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
Yeah, I played cricket from a young age for Trinity College, and then I soon whilst I was in school, I left to England, and I played a lot of league cricket there, from Division 1, Premier Division to Division 3, first 11 cricket. Yeah, so I like to enjoy that game, and for me it's more about enjoyment than playing at a professional level. But initially, when I went to the deal with my former, when I was offered the job in the hotel was, you play cricket, in return I'll give you a job. So that's why I still like the game, because if not for this game I love, I will not be in where I am today. Yeah.
As a Nalandian, right?
Nalandian, yes, correct.
Favors are school favors you have to do. No, it's a Sri Lankan thing.
Yeah.
If you go to any school, like, school it Machang.
Yeah.
These are your school friends.
No.
They're not. Are you
They're
about
not.
it? What
They're
an
not. This
introduction
is-
to nothing.
This is actually in Switzerland. This was taken in Switzerland.
They look very Sri Lankan.
They're all Sri Lankans because you know why? I had so I didn't play cricket at his level, but I played a little bit of cricket when I was in Switzerland.
Right.
We had a club called Zug Cricket Club.
Zug.
Zug is an area called
Okay.
Zug, and you know, Swiss don't play cricket. So it's the Sri Lankans, the Indians, the Pakistanis, and all those who have, come to Switzerland who play cricket. So this is the club giving me my farewell, leaving Switzerland, coming to Sri Lanka in 2009.
This the school favors continue because when you're in
That goes
hospitality,
without saying,
darling, you have no choice. Machang, adda me api meeting atte no. It's a no. You are from Trinity, no? Too far to travel. I wanted to show the kids on this side as well.
Thank you.
Both boys, and that's it, no?
2 boys, one's 10, and the other one is 8, Zaki and Zayden. And that's a picture of our 8th
Amazing.
birthday.
Before we wrap things up, there are people with family, friends. That's what makes their wholesomeness comes out when it comes to hospitality. I just have to ask you before we wrap things up. 20 years of Cinnamon Grand and 50 years for London Grill. This year is definitely a milestone year for this property. Great things happening this year?
Lots of great things happening this year. We've done quite a few things over the last few months, but because Cinnamon 20 years is coming up in September, London Grill 50th year is coming up in November. There's a lot planned. There's a lot of multiple chefs coming into the city. We are bringing, as Cinnamon has always been doing, we've been bringing a different experience to the city, and it's our, we think it's our part to play in the hospitality industry, bring a different experience to the local audience, plus also get our teams exposed to different talent. Because when the chefs come or when a good bartender comes, what they do is they train our teams, not just at Cinnamon Grand Hotel, but also overall Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts. That's what we did with Chef Davenport last month, 2 months ago. Then going forward, next one is Swiss. The Swiss chef will be here from the 22nd until the 9th of August, celebrating Swiss National Day at London Grill from the 1st to the 9th.
The fondants come out.
The fondants come out, yes, yeah. And then going forward, there are a few more things happening. I don't want to talk much about it, but the next big thing is actually the Swiss. And
hello, Neo is coming, mate.
That's coming, we'll talk about that maybe. That's in December. So next week, probably the following week, the press conference will happen.
He has given his official voice.
He's given already.
Stop Sri Lanka.
Yeah, he's going to be here 13th of December. It's the concert. We are the hospitality partner, and we are looking forward to that. That's going to be a big event for Sri Lanka and Colombo as a destination, because we need these kind of events to put ourselves on the map and show the world that we can hold this kind of international level events in Colombo, and which gives people a reason to come to Colombo other than just coming for their business or whatever it is, right? So there's lots happening this year. We're looking forward to it.
Amazing. Follow these two gentlemen and also enjoy the hotels and also the amount of amazing offers that they have for you this year. I have always worked with Kamal for a longer time. Personally, he's definitely one of my favorite people in this world. I don't always say that to a lot of people.
But anyway, yeah.
But actually, you are one of the kindest people I know. So, and also very approachable, which makes it so much more nicer. It's not about holding the big positions in life. It's about being a human to others. So thank you for that. And I think a lot of people will join me on that sentiment. So
thank you.
That's from the heart. And of course, I'm so happy I got to know you, and all full praise for you from this man here. So I'm so happy that there are some changes that are coming as well. I'm like one of the insiders now. I know the gist. Anyway, thank you guys for coming on the show. Absolutely amazing having you. Both of you all need to fire your secretaries. That's a different story.
Thank you very much.
Don't put that on the show.
They didn't put it on their schedule, and we were waiting.
It was a pleasure being here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Danu. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I must tell you, because when I first came to Sri Lanka in 2020, you're one of the very first people who interviewed me.
Those were the tight pants.
Yes, I know. I knew that. So that's why I got rid of those tight pants.
It was for the tight pants. All right. On that note, we need to wrap things up. We'll see you soon with another episode. Till then, you keep smiling. It's a wrap.